Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third graders. My name is Mrs. Nix, and I am so excited to be here with you to help you become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. And you know what? It's Tuesday. How exciting is that? And I have the best way to start my Tuesday today. Have you ever received a letter in the mail or a card? Has it ever just made you feel so special? Well, I got a card today, and I got one from Sophia. So good morning, Sophia. I'm so glad that you are watching PBS in the mornings to help you learn what's happening or what you need to know in school. I'm glad I'm there to help you. She gave me a card. It says, thank you on there. And if you open it up, look how cute this is. It's got a little pop out. It says, thank you for teaching me what I need in school. And she was practicing her sight words at the bottom. So great job, Sophia. I would love to send to you, and if you look on the bottom of your screen, boys and girls, because you can do the same thing, but Sophia's going to get a really fun activity book. And the way she got it was by sending me a letter to the address that's at the bottom of your screen right now. You can send a card, a thank you card. You can tell me something you're learning in school, something that you've learned here on PBS. Maybe there's a favorite story that you'd like to share with other third graders throughout, throughout wherever, because we're on the internet now, so anyone can see it. But maybe just tell me the title of it, and I'll share that on air for you. All right, so thank you, Sophia. Watch for your activity book in the mail. Okay, so this morning, boys and girls, I have 3 things. Oh, wait, I almost forgot something. We in Fresno Unified love to keep track of our students who are checking out books through Sora. Now, you know you can go to your county library, or you can go online with Sora to check out an awesome story to read. And this week, we have been counting down our top 5. We had Robinson was in 5th, and Almost, woohoo, Sons, right here. Almost Elementary, you guys did an awesome job, and you're on the board in our 4th place of our top checkouts. All right, now we're ready to start our morning, right? Okay, so we're gonna jump right in. I've got 3 things we're gonna do today. We're gonna look at some R-controlled vowels. We're gonna look at suffixes, and then we're gonna finish off with main idea and detail. We're gonna work a little bit with our comprehension today. All right, you ready? Let's get started. Now, with our R-controlled, we've done some of these before, right? So some of it is review. We've brought back our chair card, and I think I even have a little pointer. Here we go, my little pointer stick. So here's our chair card to remind us of all of these different ways that we can spell air. Air. Okay, so let's look at some of them. We've got A-I-R says air, like in this word right here. Do you see the A-I-R? That word is fair. You're doing great at home. Nice work. A-R-E says air, like in this word dare. And E-A-R says air, like in this word wear. Like, what are you going to wear today? Right? Because here's a homophone. That's a word that sounds the same, but it's spelled differently. This one's with E-R-E, says air, like in where. This kind of where is where are you? All right, excellent. Now, my blue over here, I switched out because I've got a different sound that these spelling patterns can make. And you can see I've got the E-R-E, just like we did here, and the E-A-R, just like here. But these say ear, like your listening ear, right? So ear, ear, ear. Like in this word, sincerely. Do you see the ear? Sincerely. And how about E-A-R says ear, like in this word, dearly, dearly. And then EER can say ear, like in the word deer. Now, this kind of deer are those deer that come around that have antlers, right, that we see out in the forest. And this kind of deer is simply just like a term of endearment. So I could be writing a letter, dear so-and-so, or I dearly care for you, all right? So they sound the same. I know you guys have heard about homophones before, but that's not what we're working on today. Today, we're gonna switch gears just a little bit. Now that we've done our R-controlled vowels, I want us to talk about and practice some suffixes. Now, I've got this poster, we've talked about it, we've been using it the last few weeks. It's got prefixes, base words, and suffixes. So I want to start with a base word. That base word is a word that can stand on its own and has its own meaning. Okay, what are my base words today? Soft and rain. Okay, so these words stand on their own. We're going to talk about these suffixes though, because suffixes are a group of letters that are added to the end of a word to change the meaning. Now we've got two suffixes we're practicing this week. We're working on ly and y. So ly just simply means that it's happening in a certain way. Okay, so if I take ly and I add it to soft, now I have the word softly. So it's telling me how something's being done. It's being done softly. It's happening in a certain way, right? How about rain? And y means full of or having. And if I add y to rain, now I have it's rainy. Okay, the sky is full of rain. We're having a lot of rain. It's rainy outside. All right, so what might this look like as a practice sheet? So let's go through and practice some of them, because this is how you're going to do it in your classrooms. So let's talk about those R-controlled vowels. We're going to circle the words, or we're going to find the words that have the air or ear sounds, and then we're going to circle the letters that make those sounds. So let's look at the first one. Read it with me. Would you care to feed my puppy? Did you hear the air sound? I did too. Right here, care. What letters make that air sound? A-R-E. Excellent. He will help me sweep the stairs. Ooh, did you hear the air sound? Yeah, over here. What letters make it? Is it just the I-R? No, we're working on A-I-R. Good job. How about one more? Did you see a deer in the woods? Oh, we talked about this word today. Deer. What makes the ear sound? E-E-R. Great. Great job. So this is something you can be practicing at home. Practice adding or looking for some of these spelling patterns. Okay, let's go down here and talk about these suffixes just a little bit. Okay, so it says circle the suffix in each word, and then we're going to write that base word, because we want to be able to decipher, go back and forth between adding a suffix and taking that suffix away. Okay, so let's look at the word. The word is sadly. So what's our suffix that we were just doing? That's right, ly is our suffix. So what is the root word or the base word? It's just sad, right? Good. Let's do another one. How about lucky? What's our suffix? Can you see it? Yeah, right there. It's just the y. So what's our base word? You got it. It's going to be luck. All right. Excellent job. So again, another activity that you would be able to do at home. So here's my last thing that I want to take us through today. Main idea and detail. I want to talk about just a fun game you can play with a sibling. You could do it in the car with an adult as you're driving. You can just come up with all sorts of ways that you're able to practice main idea and details. Details are like clues, and you're trying to decipher how are these clues connected? How are these details connected in that main idea? So to kind of do a simple version, let's look right here. I've got a game. It's called Detail, Detail, Detail. What's my main idea? So let's look through and see, what do we have? Pencils, books, students. What do all of these things have in common? You got it. Did you say school? Nicely done. So you might even have some other details you could add in there. Now, this is what we're working on as we're doing our reading, right? So we're going to look at a passage. We're going to continue from yesterday. We're learning about the solar system, learning all about Earth and all of the other planets in our solar system. And then we're going to take a moment and we're going to look at this very first paragraph, and we're going to look at some details and talk about what do those details have in common. Okay, so let's start. Earth and its neighbors. Earth shares its neighborhood in space with many other planets. Earth is part of the solar system. The solar system includes the sun and 8 planets. It also includes rocks called asteroids. Dwarf planets are part of the solar system too. Dwarf planets are smaller than the 8 main planets. Now I'm going to stop for just a second because I want to make sure, do we know what some details are? Like those clues, like we were just practicing. So let's look. What was one of our details we just read? Oh, look right here. The solar system includes the sun and 8 planets. Okay, so let's put that right here. Oops, sorry, I'm giving away the main idea. Let's go with our details. The solar system includes the sun and 8 planets. Nicely done. Let's look at another detail. How about this one? It also includes rocks called asteroids. That's our second detail. And how about our last one? Dwarf planets are part of the solar system too. So we have both of those. Let's add those. So we've got, it includes asteroids and dwarf planets. And then we also have the solar system consists of the sun, dwarf planets, asteroids, main planets, including Earth. There we go. What do all these details have in common? You got it. Earth shares its neighborhood in space with lots of planets. Great job. Boys and girls, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning and practicing our main idea and details, our R-controlled vowels, and our suffixes. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow at PBS. Remember, you are responsible for your learning, so have a great one and do your best. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.